Bengals fans, it's time to have that talk with Jermaine Burton. So obviously we selected him in the third round, and he came from Alabama, which is pretty much as pro as it gets in the college football. I mean, the SEC in general is just as pro as it gets in college football. So looking forward to seeing what he can bring. I'm not saying it's an easy transition, it's a reset button, but I'm really excited. So thank you guys for clicking on this video. Let's cover some Jermaine Burton. I'm very excited, by the way, because let's look at his early highlights. I mean, a one-handed catch on the first day in spring training. I get it; it's against third stringers, and one was against DJ Turner, who's apparently been toast all camp. You know, he's competing for a starting spot, obviously among Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and you know, Jamar obviously isn't practicing, but he's still giving him mentoring advice, I guess, which is weird to think about. It makes me feel old because Jamar Chase is only, 24? You know, him helping out this kid is great. For, you know, him and obviously Jamar Chase, because I think it gives him the confidence, like, hey, I can help someone, therefore he can really establish himself as one of the best. So, you know, he's putting pressure on the team to get a deal, and I hope obviously they're going to get it done. It would 100% happen. But it talks from the Bengals coaches. I mean, they always say that Burton he's very talented. He has great body control, good ball skills. And a comp that I made, and I know I'm going to get heat for this, but I'm not going to say he's going to be this level of talent, but, you know, I do think that he could be like Juju a little bit in Pittsburgh. You know, Juju, he was alongside AB and ended up getting over 1K yards because they were focused on AB. Juju had consistent hands in Pittsburgh. I think Burton could have that as well. Jamar Chase is giving him advice every other rep, according to him, and, you know, Burton as well. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how they mesh. I mean, I feel like Burton can be a great piece of this offense. We got high expectations for this man. I mean, you know, he could be a key pillar in the receiving corps, and, you know, a lot of speculation about, you know, is he going to come back? Is he not going to come back? So could Burton replace him? You never know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing, especially against New England, you know, what he can do. I feel like that's a good confidence builder because New England's defense is still in a new era. I do want to say one more thing to him, though. I need him to switch to number 3 like he was in college. 5-1-3 would be a beautiful connection in Cincinnati. You know, all 3 receivers, that'd be just something to behold. And, you know, if this is T's final year and if, you know, Jermaine Burton, you know, switches his number and they, you know, have a chance to go all the way, I mean, that would be the icing on the cake, would it not? So, Jermaine Burton, welcome to Cincinnati, man. That's all for me. Just giving you some training camp notices that I've seen, and I'm sure that many of you all have seen as well. So, Hoo Day, let's go Bengals, and I cannot wait for preseason.